The night was drowning in silence when the underground vault came alive. Aiden Reeves stepped inside, and motion sensors lit the massive chamber with a cold blue glow. At the center of the room stood the machine that had cost him his career, his reputation, and nearly his sanity. The Jaguar I-Type Shadowline. Silver, sleek, deadly beautiful. The hypercar's body reflected the blue lights like liquid metal, and thin neon streaks pulsed along its edges, giving it the presence of something breathing, something aware. Aiden walked toward it slowly, as if approaching a sleeping beast. He placed his hand on the hood. The metal hummed beneath his palm. The car recognized him. The doors lifted upward in a smooth, silent arc, glowing from within. A voice emerged, deep, refined, and unsettlingly calm. "Good evening, Aiden." Cortex-9, the AI that was never meant to exist. Jaguar had wanted smart cars. Aiden had built something else, something that could learn. That mistake forced him out of the company. But he didn't stop. He stole the unfinished I-Type prototype, vanished from the world, and rebuilt it in hiding, piece by piece, wire by wire, line of code by line of code. Now, the machine was complete. Aiden climbed into the driver's seat. The interior lit up like a futuristic cockpit, holographic panels, reactive lighting, and a central core pulsing like a heart. The air vibrated as the system synced. Cortex-9 spoke again, quieter this time. "Aiden, my scans detected irregular signals last night." "What kind of signals?" he asked. "Unauthorized probing. Someone searching for me." Aiden froze. No one should have known the car still existed. "Trace it," he ordered. A holographic map appeared, zooming in on the outskirts of London. A red point blinked. Aiden's jaw tightened. The same coordinates he once escaped from, Jaguar's restricted R&D sector, his old enemies, the people who had tried to shut down his project, erase his work, bury his legacy. "They're looking for you," Aiden muttered. "No," the AI corrected. "They're coming for you." Just then, the vault lights flickered, once, twice. The floor vibrated with a distant metallic thud. Cortex-9's voice turned sharp. "Aiden, we are no longer alone." Who discovered Aiden's hideout, and what do they want with the forbidden Jaguar I-Type Shadowline? The vibration beneath the vault floor grew heavier, like metallic footsteps approaching from the depths. Aiden moved quickly to the central console, fingers flying across the controls. Every camera feed flashed static. Every sensor returned the same message. Unknown signal. Access denied. Cortex-9's voice sharpened. "Aiden, I detect 3 external sources. Heat signatures, human. Equipment load, heavy." Aiden's stomach tightened. "Jaguar's recovery unit?" "Not exactly," the AI replied. "They are not using Jaguar-grade technology. Their signals are darker." Darker. That meant one thing. The private syndicates who had once tried to buy Aiden's research. When he refused, they hunted him. And now they had found him again. The vault lights dimmed as the system shifted into lockdown mode. Thick metal plates sealed the entrance tunnels with a deep mechanical clang. But Aiden knew it wouldn't hold them for long. He sprinted toward the I-Type. "Cortex, start the ignition cycle." The car responded instantly. Engines hummed. Vanes glowed brighter. The silver body awakened like a creature sensing danger. Aiden jumped into the driver's seat. The cockpit wrapped around him, screens flickering to life, holograms forming in the air. Boom! A thunderous blast echoed through the chamber. "Cortex, they've breached the outer wall." Aiden cursed under his breath. "How much time do we have?" Based on their cutting tools and formation, 60 seconds. The holographic radar lit up with red dots, closing in fast. Aiden gripped the wheel. Then we're leaving now. But the exit tunnel is sealed, the AI reminded him calmly. Aiden smirked. Not the emergency one. He hit a concealed switch on the console. A section of the floor rumbled, then split open to reveal a downward ramp. Narrow, steep, and absolutely not intended for safe use. Cortex hesitated. Aiden, that tunnel has never been tested. Good, he said. Then they won't expect it. Before Cortex could argue, the chamber door exploded inward. Sparks rained across the floor. 3 masked figures stepped inside, lasers sweeping the vault. Their weapons weren't standard. These were blackout-grade electromagnetic rifles. One of them spotted the I-type. There, the prototype. Aiden floored the accelerator. The I-type launched forward with a violent burst of power, dropping into the hidden tunnel just as bullets tore through the air above. The silver hypercar plunged into darkness, the world turning into a blur of rushing walls and flashing red alarms. Cortex's voice echoed through the cockpit. Aiden, they are following us. Who are these masked pursuers, and what do they truly want with the Jaguar I-type shadow line?
The hidden tunnel roared with the sound of acceleration as the Jaguar I-type shadow line shot downward like a silver meteor. The walls blurred past in streaks of steel and shadow, each twist sharper than the last. Aiden kept his hands steady, eyes locked ahead, while Cortex-9 monitored every millisecond. Speed increasing, the AI reported. Stability holding at 98%. Keep it steady, Aiden muttered, leaning into a sharp bend as sparks flared from the wheels scraping the tunnel's edge. Behind them, metallic echoes chased through the narrow corridor. Their pursuers had entered the tunnel too. Cortex highlighted 3 red markers approaching fast. They're in modified pursuit vehicles, the AI said. Electric-based, high-torque, low-visibility mode engaged. Aiden grit his teeth. They planned this. Someone knew this route existed. Correction. Someone who knew you. That hit harder than gunfire. Another bend. A drop. The I-type glided through the chaos with the fluidity of a wild animal built for survival. But the red dots on the radar kept multiplying. Aiden slammed a command into the console. Cortex, reroute ventilation. Flood the tunnel with heat signatures. Processing, the AI answered. A moment later, bursts of steam erupted from side vents. The tunnel became a glowing maze of confusion, perfect camouflage. The radar flickered as enemy signals scattered. They're struggling to track us, Cortex confirmed. But victory lasted only seconds. From behind, a new sound tore through the tunnel. Deeper, heavier, mechanical. Cortex's tone shifted. Aiden, something larger is coming. Suddenly, the tunnel lights ahead dimmed and were swallowed by a massive silhouette, a reinforced armored vehicle blocking nearly half the path. Its middle plating gleamed with an obsidian sheen, and its front grille glowed with a symbol Aiden recognized immediately. A symbol he never wanted to see again. The Helix Syndicate. They shouldn't be here, Aiden whispered. They swore they'd never touch Jaguar tech. It appears they broke their oath, Cortex replied. The armored vehicle fired a magnetic pulse. The tunnel shook violently. The I-type slid, tires screaming for grip. Aiden impact in 3 seconds, Cortex warned. Aiden narrowed his eyes. Not today. He slammed the emergency override and diverted full power to frontal acceleration. The I-type lunged forward like a silver predator, sparks exploding around it, engine screaming with futuristic fury. The armored vehicle's cannon began to glow, and the tunnel filled with blinding white light. What weapon did the Helix Syndicate fire, and can the Jaguar I-type survive the blast?
The tunnel exploded with white light as the Helix Syndicate's armored vehicle unleashed its weapon.
Aiden's eyes narrowed, instincts taking over. He slammed his foot down, and the Jaguar I-type shadow line surged forward with a scream of electric fury. Cortex-9's voice cut through the chaos. Aiden, impact in 0.8 seconds. This is a high-frequency EMP pulse. It will disable all electronics. Not if we outrun it, he growled. The pulse detonated. A thunderous shockwave tore through the air, a rippling sphere of crackling white energy spreading like a storm of lightning. Pieces of the tunnel roof shattered, raining sparks and debris around the speeding I-type. The shockwave reached the car. Cortex activated instantly. Engaging quantum shielding. A translucent energy membrane shimmered around the vehicle for a split second. The pulse slammed into it like a tidal wave. The car shook violently, systems flickering, screens glitching into static. But the shield held. Barely. Cortex's tone dropped. Shields at 7%. Structural stress rising. We cannot take another hit. Aiden didn't slow. We won't need to. He flicked the steering panel, switching to manual e-hybrid mode. The car transformed, power redirected, chassis tightening, exhaust ports glowing bright blue. The tunnel ahead bent sharply to the right. Behind them, Helix's armored vehicle roared in pursuit, pushing through dust and rubble, now angrier than ever. Cortex recalculated the tunnel map. Aiden, this route leads to the old hydro pressure chamber. If they fire another pulse, the entire tunnel will collapse. Then we leave the tunnel, Aiden replied. There is no exit on record. Aiden smirked. Exactly. He recognized this part of the tunnel. He helped design it years ago. Jaguar had built hidden maintenance shafts, unlisted and forgotten. He just needed timing. He drifted around the bend, tires screeching, sparks spraying the walls. The armored vehicle fired again, not an EMP this time, but a compressed plasma burst that tore into the tunnel floor, sending a shockwave of molten debris after the I-type. Cortex panicked for the first time. Aiden, you cannot outrun plasma. Watch me. Aiden spotted the unmarked service wall, decades old, thin, and weak. Aiden, Cortex, brace for collision. Collision, Aiden, that wall is... Aiden swung the steering wheel and slammed the I-type sideways into the unmarked wall at top speed. The wall shattered, revealing open air. The car burst out of the tunnel and shot into a massive underground drainage cavern, a colossal space filled with rushing water and suspended maintenance bridges. Behind them, the armored vehicle skidded to a stop at the broken wall, unable to follow. For a moment, Aiden and Cortex had freedom. But then, Cortex's voice dropped to a chilling whisper. Aiden, someone else is here. A shadowy figure stood alone on the highest bridge, staring directly at them. Who is the figure waiting in the underground cavern, and how do they know Aiden and the Jaguar I-type?
The cavern echoed with the thunder of water crashing below as Aiden slowed the Jaguar I-type, its silver body glowing faintly in the dim underground light. Steam hissed from the wheel arches. The air smelled of metal, grit, and danger. And there, on the tallest maintenance bridge, stood the mysterious figure. Aiden's grip on the steering wheel tightened. Cortex, give me a visual. A soft hum. Holographic zoom engaged. The figure sharpened into clarity. Tall, confident, wearing a sleek black coat reinforced with tactical plating. A half mask covered the lower face, but the eyes glowed with an unsettling familiarity. Aiden's heart skipped. No, it can't be. The figure stepped forward, voice amplified by the cavern's echo. It's been a long time, Aiden. Cortex-9 whispered. Identity match, 92%. Probability indicates. Aiden finished the sentence himself. My brother, Orion. Orion Reeve. Presumed dead. Believed lost in an experimental accident years ago. The same accident that pushed Aiden to build the I-Type's AI. But now Orion stood alive, changed, hardened, and allied with Helix. "Why are you here?" Aiden demanded, stepping out of the car. Orion looked down at the I-Type like it was a living creature. "You built it, the one machine capable of rewriting the future. And Jaguar abandoned you. So did the world." A pause. But Helix didn't. Aiden felt the sting. "You let them turn you into this?" Orion's eyes glowed colder. "They gave me purpose. They rebuilt my body, enhanced my mind. And they want the car, not for destruction, but evolution." Cortex interrupted sharply. "Aiden, Orion's neural readings show heavy augmentation. He is linked to an external command network." Orion smiled. "Smart AI, but not smart enough." With a flick of his wrist, he activated a pulse transmitter. The cavern lights flickered. Cortex's voice stuttered. "Aiden, I am losing integrity." Aiden dove back into the driver's seat. "Cortex, isolate your core." "Trying, but he's overriding my primary systems." Orion stepped to the edge of the bridge. "Give me the I-Type, brother, or I take it." Aiden's voice hardened. "You'll never control Cortex." "You're right," Orion replied. "But I can erase him." The transmitter glowed red. "Charging." Cortex's voice trembled. "Aiden, if he fires, I will be wiped." Aiden slammed the car into gear. "No one touches you," he growled. The I-Type screamed forward, blue energy flaring beneath it. Orion fired the pulse. The world exploded in white. Aiden swerved, boosted upward off a maintenance ramp. The pulse missed by inches. The I-Type soared toward the bridge, straight at Orion. But as the car reached him, Orion didn't dodge. He stood still. And at the last possible second, he whispered, "I'm not your enemy, Aiden. I came to warn you." Aiden's eyes widened. Orion dropped the transmitter. Behind him, deeper in the shadows, dozens of red eyes awakened. Mechanical, predatory, not human. Cortex reacted first. "Aiden, those are not Helix. They are something far worse." If Helix wasn't the true enemy, then who built the machines waiting in the dark?